Air India has announced 60 odd flights for being operated this week to various parts of the world to repatriate Indian nationals who have been stranded in these countries ever since the lockdown was announced in India and international flights were asked to be stopped. The strange part is that these flights are also being called as evacuation flight and being compared with the 1991 operation by Air India when Air India indeed evacuated almost 2 lakh Indian nationals from Amman. The dictionary meaning of evacuation is that when you ferry a person or get a person out from a dangerous place to a safe place, it's called evacuation. What Air India will be doing in the coming week by operating these flights is to bring people from cities which by no stretch of imagination can be called as dangerous. Indians have been staying there for the last 6-8 weeks and there has been no kind of danger to them. Why is it being called evacuation flights? One fails to understand. The other part is that had they not been called as evacuation flights, perhaps Congress party wouldn't have questioned the fare being charged to these passengers. They have misinterpreted these flights as evacuation flights and are demanding that passengers be brought back to India free of cost, which of course the Ministry of Civil Aviation has very rightly not accepted and are charging the passengers for the journey they undertake. The other aspect is that media has been comparing these flights with those of 1991. Are they comparable? Simply not. In 1991, when Air India operated these flights to get Indian nationals who had to leave Kuwait because of Iraqi occupation, they were moved to Amman, a city to which Air India was not operating flights and therefore had to create logistics to ensure that they could be airlifted from Amman to Mumbai and other parts of India. Now, Air India posted people from Mumbai to issue tickets. In the current situation, everybody will buy the tickets either online or through Air India offices. So one part is absolutely not comparable with this. The second part is that Air India mounted flights during that time while maintaining its normal flight schedule. In the current context, all aircraft, virtually all, have been grounded and therefore enough capacity is available to be brought back. The third part is Air India airlifted people from only one city, whereas in this case, they are being airlifted from various parts of the world to which Air India already operates flights. And more importantly, is when we look at it, when people came in from Kuwait, many of them did not even have their passports. Ministry of External Affairs had to issue them passports or letter of identification before they were accepted on Air India's flight. Another dissimilarity is that during that time, the entire operation was managed by Air India, with Indian Airlines then a separate entity lending a helping hand, and Indian Air Force also. But in today's context, virtually the entire operation is being managed by the Ministry of Civil Aviation. So there are plentiful of dissimilarities, and to call this as an evacuation exercise which can draw parallels with the 1991, I don't think is a justified comparison. But good luck to Air India. Air India has always come to the aid of Indian nationals whenever there has been a need to fly them out and bring them back to India. Thank you.